This is Colin Dixon with nScreenMedia, and I'm at TV Connect 2015, and I'm on the show floor speaking with Stig Moller Christensen, who is distribution director for TV2 in Denmark. So, Stig, why don't you introduce us to TV2?
Yes, I can try. We are the largest broadcaster in Denmark. We have a portfolio of a main channel that was an old FTA network, a bit like ITV in the UK. And in addition to that, we have 4 niche channels that are more segmented either in themes or demographics, so a total of 6 channels. We have an audience share of around 35% total and 50% of commercial viewing.
And you did something that I think is pretty unusual. You took a free-to-air channel and you made it pay only, right? How did you do that?
That was a big transformation. It didn't happen overnight. It was a profound, long project. But essentially, we had the need for a more stable business model with less dependence on advertising, more growth from subscription and carriage fees. So we basically was able to maintain our carriage in the various cable and satellite packages. We got the fees from operators, and we managed to convert roughly 60-65% of the free-to-air households who didn't have pay TV before. They actually opted in for pay TV to be able to subscribe to our channel. So we lost net around 5% household penetration, but now we have the benefits of that being a large advertising and carriage-funded broadcaster.
That's a pretty amazing story to lose so few subscribers by going direct, by going premium. But that actually also brings up another interesting question. You launched an OTT service as well. So talk about the OTT service and how you're balancing that and pay TV.
I can try and give it a try. So essentially we are trying to transform our existing wholesale business model with operators and take that to online retail. So we run the business ourselves. We offer flexible packaging of channels. You can have linear, you can have VOD, or you can have both. And in a way, it's an advantage for us. We have no free-to-air, so people expect to buy our content, whether it's through an operator or online. And we have migrated, or you could say we've added quite a lot of subscribers to online in addition to the traditional distribution. So overall we've added distribution and revenue through OTT.
So what's your penetration and about how many subs? And
it's in we have around 200,000 subs, and that may not sound as much, but Denmark's a small market, so it corresponds to around 8% household penetration. But we are growing very fast. If you compare it to 12 months earlier, it's around 45-50% growth in subscribers and revenue. So it's really a ramping up this stage.
So that's pretty impressive performance. But of course, your bread and butter is in the creation of content. So why don't you quickly tell normally how you fund shows, and then we'll talk about somebody who came calling to look at one of your shows specifically. So how do you typically fund shows?
Well, typically we allocate funds to programming and various themes, and we try to allocate more money actually to producing local Danish fiction drama, because it's really something that works well in linear, and it works very well in digital. But it's difficult to fund, and we saw a need for, you could say, more external funding if we wanted to do more local premium drama.
And so, a little company called Netflix noticed a show called Reader that's been very successful for you in your local market, right?
Yes, it's been a very successful. It's a relatively new format. It's a drama/comedy around a politically incorrect teacher who's really confronting the system and her pupils in an amusing and sort of warm manner, nonetheless. We launched it, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, 2 seasons, and when we wanted to do season 3, it was actually difficult for us to find the funds to do it, and it turned out that Netflix was interested in becoming a co-funder and co-producer of the production, and we managed to strike a deal in the end.
And so the deal you have is that you retain distribution inside of Denmark. But talk about how that works with Netflix and how they're branding it outside. Is it TV2 outside? Talk about that.
Yes. So essentially, we have normal rights so we have a linear run on our main channel, and we also have the normal rights for digital stacking, catch up, and preview of next week's show. So that's the unique digital proposition we have. Once the linear runs are over, Netflix will be able to launch Rita, all 3 seasons, both in Denmark, the rest of the Nordic territories, and also rest of the world. And we've struck the balance that in the Nordics, this is a production owned and branded by TV2, whereas outside of the Nordics, it will be branded as a Netflix original.
Oh, so it'll be branded Netflix original in the rest of the world. So when will we be able to see that on Netflix?
I'm not quite sure. We have to finish the linear runs. There's a holdback period, but a little later this spring, I would assume it would be available and globally, and also in the US and the UK and so forth.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. Stig, thank you very much. It's been a fascinating conversation.
Thank you.
This has been Colin Dixon with nScreenMedia.